This is 6 things you're looking for when you buy a piece of real estate. If these 6 things do not exist, you're not going to buy a piece of real estate. These are my criteria for buying real estate. I actually have an extended list, but I'm going to tell you the short list real quick to keep things very, very simple. Number 1, cash flow. Dude, if it don't cash flow positive, I never buy it. Listen to me. I never buy it. Period. End of story. If it costs $10,000 a month for the mortgage, the property insurance, the running of the property, everything. Like, yeah, you take everything. Basically, you take all the rent, less all the expenses, less the interest and principal. You take all those things. If this number is not positive, don't do it, okay? These are the different reasons. See, the stock market doesn't cash flow. Bitcoin doesn't cash flow. Silver doesn't cash flow. Gold doesn't cash flow. A business cash flows. But the problem with a business cash flowing is you're having to work the business. You got to work it to earn it. Okay, real estate is passive cash flow. And that is the number 1 reason you want to do it. Number 2, and I'm going to give you one senior reason above all these. Number 2 is you want appreciation. So just because it cash flows doesn't mean I'll buy it. It has to appreciate as well. If it will go up in value over time. Okay, you guys that are in North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, anywhere where there's job booms, maybe you had a big job boom, something freak happened outside of Austin, Texas, south and east, and Tesla went over there. Look, if nobody follows Elon out there, bro, that's going to be a boom and bust market. North Dakota, Fargo has been a boom and bust market for years. People moved to Idaho. Boise. They flooded out of California to Boise. Will they stay there? I don't think so, but maybe. If they do, cool. You get appreciation. If they don't stay, you got a problem. Number 3, you want depreciation. Okay, and next to depreciation, you want to write accelerated. I want to accelerate this depreciation. I want to put it on steroids. I don't want to write it off over 27 years. A home is depreciated over 27 years. You buy a house for $270,000, every year you get a $10,000 depreciation. An apartment building, 4 units, okay, $270,000, the same price. I can deduct probably $140,000 of that in the year I buy it. I could own it for 1 day and get a write-off, a depreciation of $140,000, which means my cash flow from the asset, these are connected, my cash flow from the asset will not be taxed for the first 4 or 5 years I own it. Okay, number 4, tax deferment. There's a thing called a 1031, okay? My company's actually working on creating a 1031 exchange, or what's called a DST, so that you could sell your property. My buddy just sold a storage property for $8 million. Storage is great, by the way. Storage, retail,
RV parks,
yeah. Enormous. I'm looking at a guy's RV. He's got a massive RV collection, pads, where he just gets the passive income. Passive income, he got the appreciation. Not a lot of depreciation, not a lot because it's an RV pad. But my buddy sells the storage units. He makes $8 million. He can move that $8 million into a like-kind exchange or 1031 and not pay taxes on that thing, defer them literally forever, not pay taxes, okay? Number 5, you want to be able to finance or refinance these properties. One of the biggest scores I've ever had in my life was refinancing a piece of property I don't own for 5 or 6 years. Me and Jared bought a deal. How much was that deal, Jared? $4 million?
Yeah, $4
million. I bought that deal with $300,000 down. How much did you put, Jared?
$150.
He put $150,000 down. Okay, I put the rest down. We bought this deal. This was in
2012.
In 2013, we refinanced the property. We owed $3.6 million. It was on my schedule of assets. He was my partner in the deal. Okay, I didn't do the whole deal. I did part of it with him, and
I got $90,000 back.
He put $150,000 down, and a year later got $90,000 back. This is a refinance, right? If you're taking notes, or a recapitalization of his investment. Number 6 way to make money in real estate is to sell it. The worst way is number 6. The biggest mistake I ever made in real estate was not getting started. Second biggest mistake was going too small. Third biggest mistake was buying too few properties. Okay, like I didn't follow it up. I should have stayed in the neighborhood. Number 4 biggest mistake I ever made was selling any of my real estate.